Hello, everyone. I was occasionally wondering whether I should spend my money at the Harrah's Auction Casino with my mother every Sunday to get out of the house. But I just watched a video by Navajo Traditional Teachings recommended by YouTube that teaches a traditional story about the gambler and the medicine man who wins you back. According to Navajo traditional teachings, the majority of Navajos voted against opening casinos. And casinos are bad for the Navajo, and they go against Navajo traditional teachings not to gamble. Anyway, it caused me to realize I should not waste my little bit of income at the casino. But I have spending money every month to figure out what to do with. I considered buying a Switch 2, but the Switch 2 is overpriced. They charge $80 for their best games. So I'm not interested in getting the Switch 2 anymore. But back on topic, I don't enjoy gambling anyway. It's very boring. This is almond milk. I don't usually enjoy watching media, and I don't seem to enjoy video games. And every time I've tried to read books, the telepath I mentioned in my last vlog makes me stop. Also, when I try to write fan fictions or original fictions on quote 5, the telepath makes me stop. She also uses possessing me to force me to write, to force me to force my writing to be a fan fiction instead of an original fiction. So she can plagiarize me into fan fictions. For example, recently I tried to start an original romance fiction about falling in love with an auction, and she tried to turn it into an X-Men fan fiction despite I wanted it to be a realistic love story based on my life and my family. Another example of how she ruined my attempt to write a biracial couple romance is that I was writing at the start of it that my self-based character was playing slots, and she changed it to winning the jackpots, which was unnecessary, and I think would actually hurt the relationship of the characters because it takes a fortune from the auction people. After I wrote that the woman playing the slots is a pale brunette, the telepath forced me to stop writing because she has a different look or because she hates brunettes or pale people. So, my point is that I don't know what to spend my money on and I don't know what to do to pass the time. Right now, I tend to sleep for a great many hours and I spend a little time on Gaia Online's website, but I'm sleeping too much, and Gaia Online doesn't have enough to do. I read a little bit of Women Don't Owe You Pretty, but she won't let me finish it. I also read a little bit of the Catholic Bible, but I got sick of all the incest. But I sometimes want to read it because this book is highly influential on a great many of people, and I should know what these people believe and how they view the world. Something more positive, and that last bit I meant the Catholic Bible. Women don't owe you pretty. I have an open mind too. Something more positive, if you look at my background, you'll see that I cleaned up around my bed back there. Yeah, it shows. I didn't make the bed, but I did clean up back there. You might have noticed in previous videos that there was a bunch of clutter on top of those tote boxes. Um, yeah, it's not there anymore. It's just my phone charging. Uh, I'm moving the what is this? What are you? It doesn't want to tell me. The notepad around. That's what I thought it was. Okay, so continuing. I was watching a video about Japanese habits to have a clean home, and it motivated me to clean. To wrap this up, I'm going to try again to read Women Don't Owe You Pretty. Like I said, I have an open mind to that book. Oh my god, it's been less than 7 minutes. Okay, so I guess I'll talk about why my bed isn't made. I don't believe in making beds because you get back in your bed every so many hours, less than a day. Um, it just seems very uh, too much. It seems like too much work. And I find it difficult to make beds. Like, you have to lift the mattress and you have to be able to maneuver around the mattress. And it's actually difficult to make a bed, especially when it's like this, where it's all like surrounded almost completely with stuff. There's a wall, there's cabinet thingies, there's tote boxes. Then over here, there's backpacks. Like, how am I supposed to make the bed? And doing that every morning? Come on. Why would I do that? I'm just going to get back in it. Um, so, that's my view about bed making is why bother? It's a lot of work. Kind of like shaving. Like, why would you do that? Stubble grows back every day. It takes like an hour or so to shave your legs, and you gotta do it every day or every other day if you're gonna allow a little bit of stubble. And it's a lot of work. It's slavery. Why would you do that? Pure insanity. That women slave over shaving all over the world is so freaking stupid. and self-sacrificing for men's unrealistic beauty ideals with double standards. Like, why would you do that? Are you fucking stupid? Seriously. And it's the same thing with bed making. Why? It doesn't take like an hour to make a bed unless you're like making it fancy or something. But come on, like, why bother? It's just not natural. Okay, it's dinner time. Oh my god. I know you're gonna think this is crazy, but my hair changes all the time in coloring and length. Um, like right now, there's all this shorter hair. It's like there's bangs slicked back. I don't have bangs. Where are these bangs coming from? So, what I mean is, I keep, um, my hair keeps changing to have bangs. I don't have bangs. And these bangs make me look fucking crazy. Because they're always messed up. Because I don't do my hair to have bangs. Because I don't have bangs. But they keep coming and going from my head. And making me look crazy when they're there. Another thing that keeps coming and going from my head is a bald spot. As you can see, I don't have a bald spot. But every now and then my my head like becomes larger, like taller, and it dips in the middle of the top, and it's like faked as bald. I'm in some kind of illusion that fakes me as having bangs sometimes and fakes me as having a bald spot sometimes. I don't have bangs and I don't have a bald spot. And my hair is like always changing coloring. Sometimes it looks red, sometimes it looks orange, sometimes it looks dark brown, sometimes it looks medium or light brown, sometimes it looks black. Freaking crazy. I'm gonna have to make another video because I'm gonna have to discuss this. I think I'm in a hologram. Anyways, I'll discuss this in another video. Bye.